Hey everyone, Koban and Money 446 here recording another video. So yeah, today giving you another news update. So we have some interesting news here, and this is really interesting news because this could actually make some people have different opinions about Sonic Generations level list. Turns out that Sonic Generations may just have zones inside of other zones. So if you want some hints right here, just look at the Spagonia stage. Don't you see a huge armada ship? It's looks like the Flying Battery Zone. And anyway, here's a preview, a hands-on preview of what some guy said, I believe, in Digital Spy, and he says here, confetti rains down from the skies like multicolored rain. A Robotnik's airship looms menacingly in the background. After racing across the quaint cityscape, Classic Sonic scaled Big Ben-esque tower and climbed up the clock hands. A spin attack performed in the center of the clock face caused it to swing open and collide with Robotnik's airship, enabling the Hedgehog to climb on board. The outcome was entirely different when modern Sonic reached this juncture in his version of the stage. Aided by the power of his boost meter, the contemporary character propelled himself to the highest point on tower and used it as a launch pad. So, sorry I had a bit trouble reading that right there. There's a huge glare on the screen right now. I'm trying to put sound into the sound recorder. But anyway, yeah, so it turns out that maybe there are going to be zones inside of other zones, because, I mean, I bet it takes a lot, for the graphics to put on a game, and I mean, it's probably turns out that maybe this game, it's not as long, it's not a long game, but it's probably going to make up for it by having references to other levels in levels. So, you know, with how, like I said, Spagonia, you see there that Classic Sonic's going against the ship that looks like the Flying Battery Zone ship. And also in another reference is Seaside Hill, to where Classic Sonic is underwater, and it looks like he's in Hydro City Zone. So maybe another reference. And then another one is that we haven't seen any Metal Sonics, we haven't seen Stardust Speedway level gameplay. We've only seen the boss with Metal Sonic. Is it possible that maybe the boss in that game is actually the boss in Stardust Speedway is actually part of Chemical Plant Zone, and that's just a zone brought into another zone? It's interesting. It's a rumor right now, but it is quite possibly very likely that this is true. So it might not be as great as having a full level of your favorite game, but it does sound pretty awesome. So I'm really it's pretty exciting. That sounds pretty awesome. So what else is there? Oh, in case you didn't know about the 3DS Ambassador Program and you're wondering and you signed up, because I got a lot of comments, I couldn't reply to all of them because I woke up and I got around 10 comments, 10 or 15 comments about this, and most people are from other countries like Europe or Sweden or I think Russia also, but anyway, this 3D Ambassador site I put up is for the US only. So far we've only heard of websites for the US and for Australia. So if you're not in the US or you're not in Australia, then it's not going to work for you. You have to put the last number in too. At least that's what it said on Nintendo's website. Some people said it said you're supposed to exclude it, which is kind of strange because it told me to include it, and when I included it, it worked perfectly fine. So I don't know, maybe the website was glitching a bit and saying to not include it, but when I did it worked perfectly fine. So but yeah, there isn't any news yet about if you got a 3DS, if you have a 3DS in Europe or in other countries besides us, the United States and Australia, that you can sign up. So I think you should. If I do hear any news about websites, websites for other countries, I will post a video up about it. But anyway, yeah. So far, right now, it's just for the U.S. and Australia. So far, right now. What else is there? Oh, we have some new pictures of Resident Evil Revelations, and it's a very pretty game so far from what we've seen. And these are scans, so not the best look at how the game looks, but we get to see some underwater sections, and also it's supposed to be I think there's something going on like with the viruses. The enemies are infected by a new T-Abyss virus created by a terrorist group who are known as Veltro. And also Chris's scenario, like Chris is in Valkonen Moki, I believe, Finland. Valkonen Moki, Finland. In the mountains somewhere, like near an airport where Veltro's secret hideout is located. And then also, like I said, we have some underwater pics of Jill, Valentine, and Parker going underwater, and they're like enemies like piranhas and sharks and all that jazz. So it looks freaking awesome. Can't wait for that. I'm definitely going to probably pre-order that game anyway, so yeah. But anyway, that is basically it. Stay tuned for my Sonic Generations 3DS and 360 opinions today. I kind of, like I said, accidentally deleted my sound file yesterday, which was why I didn't come up yesterday. But anyway, I'm about to record it like in probably like 6 minutes. So anyway, yeah, thanks. See you. Have a good day.